Hello, 4th and 5th graders. This is Disidores here for day 2 of our read aloud that has to do with the Holocaust. Yesterday I did a quick introduction, built some background knowledge of what the Holocaust is. As we talked, this is a historical fiction entitled Once, and it's about a boy growing up during the Holocaust. So the setting is super duper important. Now you have to remember, setting isn't just where something takes place. It's also the time period, the when part, and that's really, really important in historical fictions, and specifically this book. So let's get into chapter 1. I have to tell you, the chapters aren't even numbered. So we don't have any chapter titles. It's just a break in the page. Okay, and we know it's about Felix, and it's actually told in the first person point of view, from Felix's point of view. He's telling the story of his childhood living during the Holocaust. Once, I was living in an orphanage in the mountains, and I shouldn't have been, and I almost caused a riot. It was because of the carrot. You know how when a nun serves you very hot soup from a big metal pot, and she makes you lean in close so she doesn't drip, and the steam from the pot makes your glasses go all misty, and you can't wipe them because you're holding your dinner bowl, and the fog doesn't clear even when you pray to God, Jesus, the Virgin Mary, the Pope, and Adolf Hitler? That's happening to me. Somehow, I found my way toward my table. I used my ears for navigation. So he's somewhere in an orphanage, okay, which means he doesn't have his parents. Either they're lost or they died. We don't know yet. But he's holding some soup, and he has glasses, and his glasses are all fogged. So he's walking to his table, almost like a cafeteria, and he can't see. It's just like he said, he's just using his ears because he can't see. Dottie, who always sits next to me, is a loud slurper because of his crooked teeth. I hold my bowl above my head so other kids can't pinch my soup while I'm fogged up. And I use Dottie's slurping noises to guide me in. I feel for the edge of the table and put my bowl down and wipe my glasses. That's when I see the carrot. It's floating in my soup, huge among the flecks of cabbage and the tiny blobs of pork fat and the few lonely lentils and the bits of gray plaster from the kitchen ceiling. A whole carrot. I can't believe it. 3 years and 8 months I've been in this orphanage, and I haven't had a whole carrot in my dinner bowl once. Neither has anyone else. Even the nuns don't get whole carrots. And they get bigger servings than us kids because they need the extra energy for being holy. We can't grow vegetables up here in the mountains, not even if we pray a lot. It's because of the frost. So if a whole carrot turns up in this place, first it gets admired. Then it gets chopped into enough pieces so that 62 kids, 11 nuns, and 1 priest can all have a bit. I stare at the carrot. I don't know. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to try to hide it and sneak it? Is he going to confess that he has this carrot? Let's keep reading. At this moment, I'm probably the only kid in Poland with a whole carrot in his dinner bowl. For a few seconds, I think it's a miracle. Except it can't be, because miracles only happened in ancient times. And this is 1942. Then I realize what the carrot means, and I have to sit down quick before my legs give way. I can't believe it. At last. Thank you, God, Jesus, Mary, the Pope, and Adolf Hitler. I've waited so long for this. It's a sign. This carrot is a sign from Mom and Dad. They sent my favorite vegetable to let me know their problems are finally over. To let me know that after 3 long years and 8 long months, things are finally improving for Jewish booksellers. To let me know they're coming to take me home. Yes. So he thinks the carrot is a sign. He's separated from his parents, obviously during the Holocaust. Dizzy with excitement, I stick my fingers into the soup and grab the carrot. Luckily, the other kids are concentrating on their own dinners, spooning their soup up hungrily and peering into their bowls in case there's a speck of meat there, or a speck of rat poo. I have to move fast. If the others see my carrot, there'll be a jealousy riot. Okay, so this is telling you a lot about the setting too. If one carrot is so wonderful to have, that means times are not good. Okay, it's a rare thing to have a whole carrot. This is an orphanage. Everyone here is meant to have dead parents. If the other kids find out mine aren't dead, they'll get really upset, and the nuns here could be in trouble with the Catholic head office in Warsaw for breaking the rules. So this is a Catholic orphanage. Remember, if you are Jewish, you should not be in that Catholic orphanage. Felix St. Stanislas? I almost dropped the carrot. It's Mother Minka's voice, booming at me from the high table. Everyone looks up. Don't fiddle with your food, Felix, says Mother Minka. If you found an insect in your bowl, just eat it and be grateful. The other kids are all staring at me. Some are grinning. Others are frowning and wondering what's going on. I try not to look like a kid who's just slipped a carrot into his pocket. I'm so happy I don't care that my fingers are stinging from the hot soup. Mom and Dad are coming at last. They must be down at the village. They must have sent the carrot up here with Father Ludwig to surprise me. When everyone has gone back to eating, I give Mother Minka a grateful smile. It was good of her to make a joke to draw attention away from my carrot. There are 2 reasons Mom and Dad chose this orphanage. So his parents are not dead. Most of the other kids, their parents have died, and that's why they're in this orphanage. His parents are still alive, so let's find out more. There were 2 reasons Mom and Dad chose this orphanage. Because it was the closest, and because of Mother Minka's goodness. When they were bringing me here, they told me how in all the years Mother Minka was a customer of their bookshop, back before things got difficult for Jewish booksellers. She never once criticized a single book. Mother Minka doesn't see my smile. She's too busy glaring at the saints' commiseraries table. So I give Sister Elwira a grateful smile too. Sister Elwira doesn't notice either because she's too busy serving the last few kids and being sympathetic to a girl who's crying about the amount of ceiling plaster in her soup. So ceiling plaster is just like dirt and almost like paint from the ceiling that gets into their soup. So it also tells you the orphanage isn't in the best shape. They're so kind, these nuns. I'll miss them when Mom and Dad take me home and I stop being Catholic and go back to being Jewish. So he's pretending that he's Catholic so he can stay there in the orphanage. Don't you want that? Says a voice next to me. Dottie is staring at my bowl. His is empty. He's sucking his teeth, and I can see he's hoping my soup is up for grabs. Over his shoulder, Merrick and Telek are sneering. Grow up, Dottie, says Merrick, but in his eyes, there's a flicker of hope that he might get some of my soup, too. Part of me wants to give my soup to Dottie because his mom and dad died of sickness when he was 3. But these are hard times, and food is scarce, and even when your tummy's stuffed with joy, you still have to force it down. I force it down. Dottie grins. He knew I'd want it. The idea that I wouldn't is so crazy it makes us both chuckle. Then I stop. I'll have to say goodbye to everyone here soon. That makes me feel sad. And when the other kids see Mom and Dad are alive, they'll know I haven't been truthful with them. That makes me feel even sadder. I tell myself not to be silly. It's not like they're my friends. Not really. You can't have friends when you're leading a secret life. With friends, you might get too relaxed and blurt stuff out, and then they'll know you've been telling them a story. But Dottie feels like my friend. While I finish my soup, I try to think of a good thing I can do for him. Something to show him I'm glad I know him. Something to make his life here a bit better after I've gone. After I'm back in my own home with my own books and my own Mom and Dad. Okay, so we learned a lot about Felix. We know that he's living a secret life. He's pretending to be Catholic. We know that he's in an orphanage, even though his parents aren't dead. We know that his parents made a deal with this nun who, from the bookstore that they own. We also know, this is a hard time during the Holocaust, okay? So he has a secret. No one knows about it. They all just think he's like the rest of the orphans in the orphanage, but really his mom and dad are somewhere. He also got this carrot in his soup, which is it's an amazing blessing. He doesn't know why it's there. If one of the nuns gave it to him or if it's a sign from his mom and dad. I'm not really sure. I haven't read this, so I'm reading it along with you. And what I'm thinking right now, because reading is thinking, for some reason I don't think his parents sent him that. I don't know why. I feel like that's not going to happen. Okay, so we'll finish. We'll go to the next chapter tomorrow. If you want, write in the comments what your predictions are. Do you think that Carrot was from Felix's parents? Or are you kind of agreeing with my prediction that he's just hoping? He's so hopeful that his parents are going to come back for him. I mean, he's even planning like what he's going to do and what he's going to say to the other kids. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Okay? Have a great day. It's a beautiful day outside. Finally, it's not raining. So I hope you're all safe, and please know I miss you all. Take care.